Hello YouTube. Today will be the third part in a series on daylight saving time. In the first two parts, we talked about how daylight saving time has the potential to throw off horoscopes, because during daylight saving time, in those areas that observe daylight saving time, the clock is moved 1 hour forward on March. And the United States happens in March. Different countries will do it on different times of the year. And here we move it back in November. So between March and November, the United States observes daylight saving time. So that covers actually the majority of the year. So the majority of the year, you want to be aware of this. In particular, when calculating software, astrology software. Today I will show you a technique for how to determine whether your software is accurately calculating the daylight saving time just by looking at the software graphics. And I will be using Planet Dance Western Astrology software, because in this case, by observing the Sun in relation to the IC and the MC. To be sure, not all software displays the MC and the IC, but this one does. Since we do have the luxury of using the IC and the MC, that's what we will be using. So here's the chart. I have it set for November 1st. And tinkering with this, from year to year, the Sun will be on the same position on the same day, more or less, from one year to the next. Here's 1918, and if I input 2017, it'll be the same location, just to demonstrate. From 1918 to 2017, Sun's location relative to the IC does not change. The other planets will change, but the Sun's location will not change. And that's what we will be using to determine whether your software is calculating daylight saving time or not. Because at around noon, here we have it for noon, the Sun will be at or near the MC, the maximum point in the sky, the topmost point in the sky. And this will be true for most of the year. It will move here and there, but largely will stay close to the MC at 12 noon for areas that do not calculate daylight saving time. The winter months in the United States, we do not use daylight saving time. So if this were 12 noon, and I look at January 1st, and I see that the Sun is at the MC, I know that this is correct. If it's anywhere else 10 degrees back or forward, then the calculation is wrong. So I'm going to move day by day forward. This is January, February. See, the Sun still stays pretty close to the MC. Now we're in March. We're getting close to when the clock moves forward. Any day now. You'll see the shift. Here it is. That was the shift. March 12th. You see now how dramatically the Sun shifts on March 12th. Now at midnight, the midnight clock that would display midnight is no longer true astronomical midnight. During daylight saving time, if you really want true astronomical midnight, you would have it at 1 a.m. Same thing with noon. Noon is what we actually have been looking at. So during daylight saving time, true astronomical noon will take place at 1 p.m. Not at 12, but at 1 p.m. And that's how you can determine whether your software is accurately displaying or not daylight saving time. And if you don't have the IC and the MC on your software, you can just simply go by the ascendant degree, I suppose. So I'm going to move the hour forward 1, and now sun at 1 p.m. is on the MC. And that's how you determine whether the software is set to daylight saving time. In this case, it is. Now, out of curiosity, I will move forward day by day through the year, see if the sun stays at the MC and how consistent this technique can be. So we'll move forward. Now it's moved a few degrees away, about 2 or 3 degrees. We're into April. Here at this point, mid-May, the sun is at 29 degrees while the MC is at 1 degree. So it's still really close. It's only 2 degrees away, 1.57. So still very close. So we'll move forward again and see how much it changes. See, it stays pretty close to the MC. Never goes too far. Hovers about under 5 degrees at any given time at true midnight. At most about 7 degrees distance. But if you follow this day by day, you'll be able to figure this out by being aware of this principle. You can also use the rule of whether the sun is on the left side or on the right side, or the ascendant degree. I think the IC and MC is actually going to be the best technique. You can see visually when daylight saving time shifts without even having to look at the date. When the sun jumps forward and back, that's when the shift has occurred. Here's March, the clock moving forward. As you can see, the change clearly takes place. And now you will be aware that at midnight is no longer astronomical midnight. Astronomical midnight is now taking place at around 1 a.m. Same thing with noon. True noon during daylight saving time takes place at around 1 p.m. So that's the principle. Thank you for watching.